Hey, y'all, you know how I like to do it. I start my full dance party off because you know what? I needed a dance party today. That has been one of the things I've been doing for myself, more dance parties, because I have to bring the joy and I need to bring the intentional rest. And one of the ways I rest is actually my spontaneous dance party. So I am so excited to have you here today. And you know what? For this episode, you're going to want to lean all the way in and hang in here for the whole thing. You want to be here for this entire episode. Don't get me wrong, because we are talking about 5 steps to create a strategic plan for your personal life. Yes, strategic plan and personal life can what? Smush, go together. If you haven't watched me before, I am Dr. Ericka, Harvard trained, double board certified psychiatrist and integrative lifestyle coach. I am extremely passionate, probably irrationally passionate about helping you be better, do better, and live better. I do that through my telepsychiatry practice. I do that through my books, including Fix Your Fairy Tale, A Woman's Guide to a Great Life, Love, and Legacy, my speaking, and my hit podcast, Better with Dr. Eric. I do all of this to help busy people like you that show up for friends. You show up for work. You show up for your family. You show up for your community. You show up for everybody but yourself. I do this to put you back in your life. So as I said before, today we're talking about 5 steps to create a strategic plan for your life. A couple of housekeeping tips. First thing, let me know where you are watching for. Just straight Kermit into the text. Or, if you are one on the other GIF with the cat, just put it in the chat. The next thing is if you know someone that needs this, please tag them. The next thing, sharing is caring. Don't let this information be the best kept secret. Everybody can win. I want everybody. I want all of you, all your peeps, everyone to be in a position to win in 2023. The last thing is for watching it later, just put hashtag replay in the comments. Let me know you were here. Are you ready? Let's do this. So part of the reason we're talking about this, there's some myths out here that, you just kind of, whatever happens, happens. And, if you have good fortune will come. And sometimes if you just pray on it, everything will work out. And one of the things is we always know that even when you look at law of attraction, there usually is some action, even if it's visualization. But there's something about having a vision and action and taking that action to get you actually where you want to be. And the one thing I don't want for 2023 is, I know for a lot of you out there, 2022 was a little bit of the struggle bus. I want 2023 to be the best year for you. And I don't want it to be an accident. I want to put you in a position so that you can feel like you are in control of your destiny in 2023. So that's why we are talking about this topic. And, I've been open. I became an entrepreneur. And one of the things we do in business is strategic planning. But even if you are not an entrepreneur, that one of the things all of us typically do really well is having that structure and planning when it comes to work. We don't always have that same level of structure and planning and intentionality when it comes to our personal life. So this time we're going to bring together the idea of a strategic plan and your personal life to help you use some of these things that we use in our work life to make our personal life better, to help get you to work-life integration. You with me? If you're with me, put in the chat, say, I'm with you, Dr. Ericka. Let's go ahead and get going because I'm not going to keep you in here all day. So the first thing we're trying to talk about is identify what has been stressing you out. Because naturally, the things that are going to be like your stress points, your pain points, your points of distress are going to be things most likely you are going to want to change in 2023. So I want you to sit and have a little quiet time and just think and have a conversation with yourself. What has been stressing me out, or what do I want different? What do I want changed? What do I want better in 2023? Because a lot of this is going to be, there has to be some intentionality, and you have to actually think about it and have an honest conversation with yourself. By having these honest conversations with yourself, it also puts you in a position to then understand what are actually your priorities. Because the one thing I don't want you to do, and this happens to all of us, have you ever had one of those long lists of things to do and you knew there were things that are a priority, you got a million things done, but none of them were your priority? I don't want you to get to end of 23 and be like, well, I did this stuff, but it wasn't what was a priority to you, so you don't get that payoff in the end. So the next thing is you identified what's been stressing you out or where your pain points. Then you want to go into identifying 3 to 5 goals. Yes, we can probably all identify 10, 20, 30 goals. We're doing 3 to 5. Why are we doing 3 to 5? Because I want 3 to 5 that you can really commit to. When we start making a zillion goals. You can make more goals after you make it through these. What we want and what we're doing today is we're coming up with a practical strategy to do this, to have your better year, for you to be better, for you to live better, and for you to do better. And I want to put you in the position to do that. So I don't want you to end up distracted because there's so many things that you can't focus on anything. Because, we're all good for that. I'm good for that. Create SMART goals. So we talked about 3 to 5 goals. Now you might be like, I remember hearing about SMART goals. I can't remember what a SMART goal is. So we're going to quickly bring up and remind you, what is a SMART goal? If I can get to the right part of my screen. There we go. So let me get rid of this so you can see it. So we talked about you're going to identify 3 to 5 goals. Now we're going to turn them and make them into SMART goals. SMART goals are S, specific, M, measurable, A, achievable, R, relevant, and T, time bound. One of the biggest things about SMART goals is making something a SMART goal makes it actually measurable, something that you can identify if you did it or not very clearly. So we're going to take those 3 to 5 goals and we're going to turn them into SMART goals, or make a SMART goal around them. And we're going to try to do about a goal or so for each of those goals, because I don't want you to be just overwhelmed at first. Okay. So now we have gone from you done your SMART goals. Oh, Lord Jesus, we are doing all the things. I know I'm having so much fun behind the scenes. You just don't know how much fun I'm having behind the scenes, clicking on everything, trying to be all fancy today. Number 4 is you're going to identify accountability partners, because what things happen with synergy and life happens. There's going to be the thing that feels like it puts you off guard. Be it you get really busy, something starts happening in your personal life. It can be something good, like you have a new relationship, or you're getting a more in-depth relationship with your friends, or you're doing well at work. It doesn't have to be something negative that stresses you out, but things happen, life happens. It's easy to get distracted, and having accountability partners helps hold you accountable for those goals, so that you don't end up swimming in the bushes. Just running in the bushes. You can't swim in bushes, can you? But I want you to be able to stay on task and then remind yourself when you're off. Or sometimes you may need to powwow and run some things by someone as far as some help on how to meet these SMART goals. And I want you to have that built in. So I want you to go ahead and identify accountability partners so someone can go on this journey with you. Number 5 is I want you to meditate on your goals. I look at this as you are going to power up this goal. You're going to supercharge this goal. You're going to if you watch Fast and Furious, you're going to put that nitrous oxide on that goal. So I want you to meditate on the actual goals. Now, the bonus is you're going to think these are related. Is visualize the journey and desired results. These can be kind of related, but I wanted to separate them out, because sometimes meditation, you're quiet, you're thinking, and you're letting your mind go, and you may be also connecting in with something divine and getting divine reception of answers. So I want you to meditate on those goals, but I also want you to clearly visualize the desired result of the goal. But I also want you to visualize the journey, so that your mind and body feel like it's done this, and this starts feeling familiar, so you can get where you need to get. So I want you to visualize the journey, so those steps along the way, along with how it feels and what it looks like when you get there. Deal? So look, we went through 5 plus 1. So today we are talking about 5 steps to create a strategic plan for your life, because why should strategic plans just be for business? They are effective, and I want you to be intentional and to be able to get to where you need to get. Got it? So we're talking about those 5 steps. Housekeeping again, if you know someone that needs this, please tag them. I feel like I dream of genie. If you know someone that needs this, also share. Sharing is caring. And the last thing, if you're watching it later, just put #replay in the comments. And if you need to go back to the beginning, you can do so. So guess what we're about to do? We're about to do the wrap up and summary. Let out. There you go. So we're talking about 5 steps to create a strategic plan for your personal life. Number 1, we're going to identify what goals are stressing you out. What are those things that you want to change? What do you want better? What do you want different? Because when you identify those things, it helps guide you to number 2. What are you going to make those goals about? Those 3 to 5 goals. As we said, we're not doing a million goals because I want this to be attainable. Then we're going to take those goals and turn them into SMART goals. Where are we turning them into SMART goals? So they are measurable. We don't want pie in the sky things that are very abstract, because it's hard for you to plan and get to abstract. We are not Tribe Called Quest today. The next thing is number 4, you're going to identify accountability partners. So you have someone on the road with you, someone to encourage you, to bounce all ideas off of, and to hold you accountable and remind you when you get lost in the weeds or you're just doing something that does not make sense or has nothing to do with these goals. Number 5 is you're going to meditate on your goals. You're going to spend some quiet time meditating on these goals. And then number 6, but the bonus is to visualize the journey and the desired results. All of this is going to be a way to create your strategic plan for your life, because you know what? Your life matters. I talk about all the time, I want you to be better, do better, and live better. And I want you to have that better life that you were created for. And I don't know a single person that does not want 2023 to be better than 2022. And I want you to be in the best position to get there, which means to actually plan and be intentional. Happy accidents are great, but that's not usually how your life is formed. Got it? I hope you enjoyed what we came to you today. I'm so happy to spend this time with you. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself, because not only did you show up for me, you showed up for you. Now, if you need some high quality mental health in your life, you can go to AskDrGoodwin.com and learn more about my private telepsychiatry practice and schedule your complimentary consultation. You're going to want to do that soon, because at some point they might not be complimentary anymore. So you know me. I am your host, Dr. Ericka, Harvard-trained, double board certified psychiatrist and integrative lifestyle coach. I am irrationally passionate about helping you be better, do better, live better. I do that through my telepsychiatry, my books, including Fix Your Fairy Tale, A Woman's Guide to a Great Life, Love, and Legacy, my podcast, Better with Dr. Ericka, and my speaking. I do all of this to help busy people like you that show up for every single person but yourself. You show up for work, you show up for your family, you might even show up for your church, show up for your community, show up for your friends, and you don't show up for yourself. I want to put you back in your life. So as I said before, feeling stressed out, just wondering, need a little mental health checkup or need a little therapy, check me out, AskDrGoodwin.com. The next thing is the podcast. We are in between season 3 and season 4. Season 4 will be releasing this month. You don't want to miss it. So you can find my podcast, Better with Dr. Ericka, on all the major podcast platforms like Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Audible, iHeartRadio, or go to betterthepodcast.com and check it out. The next thing I need you to do is I need you to subscribe or follow. It helps me get even better content for you. Plus, it keeps you from missing out on the bonuses. I keep talking about these bonuses. Bonuses are coming. I'm so excited. So that's what I got for you today. Thank you so much. I want you to take your left hand, put it on your right arm. Take your right hand, put it in your left arm. Squeeze, give yourself some love, because you deserve it. I want to say, I'm just thinking about you, and you matter. Don't forget that you matter. And that's what I got for you today. Tuesdays is Growth Group with Dr. Ericka Day. You can find me 7 o'clock Eastern right here. I look forward to seeing you. Please share. Let people know what we're doing over here. I want you to have a great year and a great life.